Hello, my name is Konrad Grain. Today we will discuss an important financial update regarding Applied Digital and their new credit agreement. Applied Digital, a company involved in data center development, has just announced that it has entered into a $375 million credit agreement with Sumitomo Banking Corporation, one of the major players in the financial market. This loan has also been approved by Macquarie Asset Management, an investor with key influence on the company's future growth. So what are the main goals of this loan? Applied Digital will use the funds for several key areas. Debt repayment, the total repayment of debt to Macquarie Capital. Unfortunately, the exact amount of this repayment has not been disclosed. Data center construction. The funds will also be used to build a 400 megawatt data center in Allendale, North Dakota, with a significant investment in infrastructure development, interest reserve. The final goal is to fund an interest reserve account which will help manage the company's finance going forward. The terms of the loan are as follows. The interest rate is variable and depends on the repayment period, ranging from 2.5% to 5.5%. The loan is granted for a period of 18 months, giving the company 18 months to repay it. There is also an option for early repayment of the loan without penalty. The loan is secured by the company's assets, including a mortgage on real estate. Now let's move on to how this transaction may impact the potential investment by Macquarie Asset Management in Applied Digital. As part of the first amendment to the unit purchase agreement, the deadline for completing pre-closing documentation has been extended from February 15 to February 28. February 15 is a critical date. It's the day by which Macquarie Asset Management can withdraw from the transaction without penalty. If Macquarie Asset Management decides to pull out, Applied Digital will not receive the $5 billion. If all the required documents are not agreed upon and signed by the date, there is a risk that the entire transaction with Macquarie Asset Management could be cancelled. It's also important to note that the closing of the transaction depends on signing an agreement with Hyperscaler and the completion of the company's internal restructuring process. The restructuring includes changes in the company management team, which are already underway. David Range, the former Chief Administrative Officer, transitioned to the role of consultant as of January 31st, and his duties were disturbed among the current management team. As a result of this change, the role of Chief Administrative Officer was eliminated. Additionally, Michael Maniscalco, the Chief Technology Officer, resigned from his position, also effective January 31st. Applied Digital plans to begin the search for a new CTO to continue its development. In summary, Applied Digital is focusing on infrastructure development and improving its finance through credit agreement. Meanwhile, Macquarie Asset Management already has the option to withdraw from the transaction. Every investor must consider the risk if all conditions are not met in time. The situation is dynamic and the further development of this transaction will have a significant impact on the future of Applied Digital. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with financial news. See you next time.